Hey everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. This is my market wrap-up for today, Thursday, October 19th, 2017. Well, if you saw the video that I did this morning, early, where I went over clearly how that sell-off in the stock market, the Dow Jones Industrial Average was down about 90 points when I did that video earlier. It was down as far as 105 points during the day. Well, guess what? The Dow Jones Industrial Average and the S&P 500 closed at record highs again today. So every bit of those losses got absorbed. Again, the market is Teflon. So stop with the panicking. Stop with thinking there's going to be a crash here. It's not going to happen. And I'm telling you to watch the bond market for the billionth time. You know, I was talking to Greg Hunter literally 10 minutes ago, both your friend and mine, and he was going, this is incredible, it's unbelievable, the market did today. And I was like, Greg, no, it's not unbelievable at all. I said, the bond market wasn't telling us a damn thing. And that's where I look. Where everyone is looking at the stock market, Greg Mannarino's over here. He's looking at the bond market. This is how the mainstream financial channels get you glued to watching the market so they can charge more for TV commercials. Forget about it, okay? I told all of you earlier today, this is kind of cool doing these two videos so we can contrast one off the other, that it was a buying opportunity. How did Greg Mannarino play today's stock market action? Pretty simple. I outlined for you a couple of things. I said I was long Starbucks and Lululemon. I added to both of those positions as the day progressed, so I'm very happy there. NVIDIA, I closed NVIDIA today close to the low of the day, and the only reason why I'm able to do that is because I'm sitting right here in front of my screen. I saw the reversal, I closed that position, locked in a profit, and then what did Greg Mannarino do with that? I bought SLV calls. So I'm taking cash, I'm moving it from here, and I'm moving it over here. You got it? This is what I do. And I'm hoping that you yourself are going to take a perspective on this market that, again, until we see meaningful action occurring in the bond market, I don't care if the stock market is down triple digits in one day, which it was earlier today. We, again, finished higher across the board. No, sorry, we didn't. The NASDAQ did not finish higher. It did not hit a new record, but the Dow Jones Industrial Average hit a record. The S&P 500 hit a record. I told all of you about metals, the sale. Yesterday I said the sale looked like it was ending with gold and silver. It's over. So I hope you got in on that when I said I am now long SLV, like I just went over here. So let's look forward to tomorrow. Gauging from what the stock market did today, if you still don't believe that this market is moving higher, then I don't know what to tell you. It shrugs everything off. There's no bit of news that can, no matter how, in fact, the more negative it is, the higher the market's going to go. It's a very simple concept to understand. This is not real. This is not real. Nothing about this market is real. Not only is nothing about this market real, it goes way beyond that. The price of your house is not real. The purchasing power of your currency is not real. Nothing. This is a fake environment. There's no part of it that's real at all. It's all fake. Okay, so, but that doesn't mean, once again, that you should sit there and do nothing. Nothing. You need to act here. Act here, because this is it. This is the golden opportunity. That if you do not act here right now, you're missing the opportunity of a lifetime. You should be, again, betting against the debt, becoming your own central bank. I don't care what they're doing to gold and silver for the last X amount of years. These are long-term investments. If you want to trade this market, all the tools that you could possibly ever need to trade this market are available on my website, traderschoice.net. Start with downloading my free publication, The One Thing You Should Never Do as a Trader. It's right on the front page of my website. You don't need anything else. Every tool you will ever need is there if you were thinking about getting involved in this market in any way, shape, or form. I told you already, we are going to take these Wall Street banks, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, and frankly, eat them up and spit them out. I don't think they can compete, I'll be honest with you. Obviously, they have a lot more cash than we can play with. But again, look, they report losses all the time. Part of this business is having some losses too. You can't always be right. You just got to stay on the winning side of this more often than you are wrong. And even that is, if you're right only half of the time, you can still make cash if you use a little bit of money management skills. So don't be afraid you should paper trade. And a lot of people write to me every day, Greg, how do I get involved in this? Start a paper trading account, learn how to read some charts, and prove to yourself that you can beat this. It's not that hard, people. Again, especially, I really am trying here to make this easy for you to understand. Anyway, before we go off on a tangent, let's talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow, we'll see where this market goes. I think metals here are going higher. If you want to trade them, that's fine. Look for opportunities in this market to, forget about the whole index. I know some people, Greg, I'm short of the index. I've been warning people about this for days. They don't want to listen. They're probably crying today, crying yesterday. And I hate to hear that and see that, because I want us all to freaking win. We're going to win if we just decide that we're not trading the market that we want. We're trading the market that we have. You understand? It could not be more. In fact, if you're thinking too far ahead here, obviously you can't live in the moment like an animal. But you do need to understand the environment you're in. The environment you're in with regard to this market. In fact, again, with Greg Hunter, I don't see, there's nothing acting against it. It has to pull back. I mean, we haven't had a meaningful pullback, I think, in years. It's going to correct to fair value. When? Don't know, don't care. I'm trading the market that I have in front of me, not the one that I think is coming in a year. It's the truth. So with this kind of an attitude, you as well can rip the freaking face completely off. It's unbelievable. I really hope you people are acting and not just sitting there and doing nothing. At least you are betting against the debt and becoming your own central bank, understanding that every time you see metals fall, you should be acquiring these things. Central banks, people, mark my words. Mark my words right now. Get a pen. Write this down. They will inflate and inflate and then inflate more, literally into oblivion. They have no alternative. Knowing this is a fact. I am not speculating here. This is what they've been doing. This is what they will continue to do. I don't care what comes out of the mouth of Janet Yellen or whoever they're going to choose for a Federal Reserve chairperson. Doesn't matter. We know what they're going to do. They're going to what? Inflate. I'm glad you're paying attention. So we know they're going to do that. So how do we take the opposite side of that trade? We hold metals for the long term. These are real things that are proven to hold value for thousands of years. And no central bank action, no central banker or anyone else is going to change this fact. So, I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. But look, I am just seriously concerned for all of you. I am trying as hard as I can to make this, put this into a perspective that's logical for you. So you can, again, capitalize on what's going on around you. This is it. This is the golden age. If you're going to miss out on this in 5 or 10 years or whatever it might be, you're going to say, wow, I wish I would have got in on that. And that's what's going to happen if you don't do it. With that said, we're going to talk about this tomorrow. I'm going to get a video out early. We'll look for opportunities right there, and then we'll do a summation at the end of the day, and we'll try to put it all together. With that said, I'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye.